year is almost over. Liverpool do not kick a ball until New Year's Day against Newcastle at Anfield. So the last game was last night. Hard fought win in the end against Burnley. Should have been 5 or 6. Really should have until Jota scored at injury time to make it 2. But Jota's got the Delata. He's back. Great to see Jota back. We're going to need him when Salah goes away. But halfway point, as I said, played 19 games. So halfway, 12 wins, 6 draws, 1 loss. We all know about the loss at Spurs. 9 men. The Diaz goal disallowed. Should not have been disallowed. So that's the only game we've actually lost. So hit the like, hit the share, get a few people in. What's your thoughts on halfway point? Of course, in the League Cup semi against Fulham to come up as well. A double leg semi against them. Very good chance of lifting some silverware. Still not done yet, but a very good chance of getting to Wembley with a double semi coming up. And of course, Europa League final in Dublin. So into the last 16, not till March. And we have a tough game in about 10 days' time against Arsenal in the FA Cup. But we're still there fighting. We haven't hit top gear yet. That's what's exciting me with this Liverpool team. We have injuries. Yes, we do. But hopefully we can add maybe 1 or 2 in January as well. A lot of talk about Anthony Robinson, the fullback from Fulham. A lot of talk about him and Nuri from Wolves. I think we'll bring 1 in, maybe 2. Let's hope we do. If we can address 1 or 2 problems, get a few players back, we will have an unbelievable second part of the season. I really do think that. As I say, haven't played that well. Haven't hit top form. There's only been a handful of games where we've really played well. Probably the Villa game, the 3-0 against Villa at Anfield. And probably, for the whole 90 plus minutes that we actually played well. Most of the games we've huffed and puffed and just done enough. So, I mean, your thoughts on that, guys? As I say, hit the like, hit the share. Let's get a few people in. Halfway point, 42 points on the board. Top of the table, baby. Top of the table. Arsenal game in hand. They probably will win it and go top, but who knows? But at the moment, I am happy. Are you happy? Are you happy with the season so far? Press Salah is in. Still in third gear. And top of the league says Prez. Mark Forrest, as always, in the house. Great to see Arsenal tomorrow. Lose tomorrow, says Mark. I don't know about that, but against West Ham, they probably will win, but you just don't know. A lot of surprise in this Premier League. Look at Villa last night, 2-0 up cruising against United. United, who've been unbelievably bad, came back and won 3-2. So who knows? It's been a crazy season. Going to struggle to get players back fit, says Mark. Well, I mean, Jota and Diaz came back out of nowhere. I know Robertson, Thiago, Matip are 3 big ones we're missing. McAllister hopefully be back next week. But if we can add 1 or 2 in January to key positions, I think that could be the saviour for us. I think we're going to be forced into maybe a fullback. That guy from Robinson from Fulham possibly looks like it could be a possible one. But who knows? As I say, huge, big part of the second half of the season to come. And look, it's possible. I'm not saying we're going to win the league, but I'm saying we're in a good position. We haven't hit top form yet. If we do, who knows? If we're more clinical. I mean, last night we could have 5 or 6. We could have 5 or 6. The only worry is, of course, Endo and Salah go away in January. Can we replace them? Can Jota replace Salah with the goals? Can McAllister come in and do an Endo job? Can we get maybe a number 6 in? I don't know. Endo's become pivotal. A lot of people slagging him off. Wataru Endo, the Japanese captain, has been brilliant. I think he started the last 5 games in Liverpool. He has been absolutely brilliant. Quietly confident, doing his stuff, getting his foot in. But there's a lot more to him than just getting his foot in. And I've told you about that. He's 2 goals already as well. Stops a lot of play. Does a lot of silent stuff you don't see in the background. But really impressed with him. Gakpo, been brilliant too. Gravenberg's gone off the boil a little bit. Slabasai gone off the boil. I know he was a sub last night, Slabasai. But I mean, unbelievable. Who's been the outstanding talent for the first 19 for you guys? Has Endo shown? Has Hakpo? Has Salah? Has, Van Dijk back to his best maybe? Unbelievable. So I'm happy where we are. As I say, we haven't hit top form. We've only really had a handful of games where we've actually been top form, as in 0 to 90. The Villa game at Anfield where we won 3-0, you would say. But a lot of other games, didn't play great at Newcastle, came away with a 2-1. Nunes came on and stole the show, 2 wonder goals. You know what I mean? Palace game didn't play particularly well. Elliott does the job. Mo does the job. You know what I mean? Subs have been pivotal with Liverpool. Look at Jota coming on yesterday, sealing it, deep in injury time. Huge bonus to get Diogo Jota back. Absolutely huge bonus to get Diogo Jota back, because Jota has got the lotta. Not holding any hope on Everton tonight. Still an issue with our rubbish referees and VAR. Do not mention VAR. They are absolutely farcical. Crazy decisions last night. I know the Elliott one, you would say, the Elliott goal. Salah was slightly in the keeper's way. The keeper's never getting it anyway. The keeper's gone the other way. Either way, if Salah wasn't even there, he still wasn't getting it. Luckily we won the game in the end. It didn't really matter. But it's become a talking point after every game, isn't it, guys? We're talking about it after every single game, giving out about it, talking about it, referees, VAR decisions, stupid decisions, linesman's decisions. And it's taken over. It's taken the fun away. It's taken the goal celebration away. When the goal goes in, you don't know whether it's going to be a goal. You don't know whether it's going to be given, not given. That's the problem, the big, big problem for me. You can't celebrate goals anymore. Steve LSC, this is Anfield, is in the house. We will win the quadruple, even without winning the leagues. Steve, how are you, bro? There's his link to his channel in. Give him some love. Give him a sub. Give him some love. Steve LFC. Endo just needs more time. Not fair to get on his back. I never got on his back, mate. Now I know a lot of fans have, and I've seen it, and they're trying to do a little U-turn now because he's been playing well. Didn't get on his back at all. I knew it was a good signing. 18 million or something. Wow, no-brainer signing. Does a job, fills in, language barriers, but apparently he's very good English, of course. Speaks German and Japanese. Intelligent lad, family man, puts his heart and soul into it. That's what we want as Liverpool players. We want players that want to play for the badge, baby. That's what it's all about, playing for the badge. And we've a lot of them. Klopp won't want it any other way. That's what Klopp wants. Klopp wants you to play for the badge and play for the team. He doesn't like prima donnas, doesn't like superstars. He wants players that run, tackle, sweat, come off that pitch absolutely wrecked. But halfway point thoughts, what would you give it out of 10? 19 games played, 42 points on the board, top. I know Arsenal have a game in hand and all that, but I'd give it an 8 out of 10 so far. An 8 out of 10 for me, semi-final. Into the last 16 Europa League. Haven't hit the tops, haven't hit anywhere near the tops yet. 8 out of 10 for me. Considering last year, summertime, looking at the players coming in, the whole new midfield, going, maybe, do you know what? I'd be happy enough with a 4th place right now, maybe a good cup run somewhere. But so far, gone slightly ahead of ourselves. Just that bit more. And it's an 8 out of 10 for me. I'm hoping it's at least an 8 out of 10 in May when I'm doing this full season review. But a half-term review is pretty good. What would it be? A B plus maybe? Something like that. But what would you give it, guys? Still want to get Salah tied down, been a few worrying games, like we should have destroyed United. Could have beaten Arsenal, could have beaten United, could have lost against Palace, could have lost against Fulham, could have did this, could have did that. Got to do it on the pitch. I just think that clinical edge got to be there a bit more. Even Burnley last night, should have been 3-0 up after 20 minutes. We weren't. And as going into the last 10 minutes there, it was squeaky bum time. Why was I even worried? I was watching it down the local pub and I was going, we could regret this. This could end up 1-1. It would have felt like a loss. Luckily, in the end, it didn't. And Jota came on and got a late second to seal it. But the game should have been won well out of sight by then. It's all about points. Points being prizes. I've been saying it for years. Get the points. Away wins in the Premier League are never easy. But last night we were fairly comfortable, other than taking chances. Other than taking the chances that we had. 1 or 2 disallowed goals. Probably you would have said 50-50. Salah at the post. Keeper pulled up 1 or 2 really good saves. But in 1 or 2 positions, we just had to square the ball. We didn't do it. Just got to tighten that up. And we'll score a lot more goals. I expect us to win a cup, the FA Cup maybe, league, or UEFA Super Cup. You mean Europa League. If you win the Europa League, you play the Champions League winners in the Super Cup. But that won't be the longest. So I'm going to do it this season. I just think, look, if we can stay in with about 10 games to go, be 3, 4, 5 points off top, with about 10 games to go in around, late March, early April, we'll have a chance. If we can bolster it, add a little catalyst in, throw someone in there, maybe a fullback, maybe centre half in January, maybe even a forward or a number 6, who knows? In January, it would give us that catalyst to move forward, because I just think we're missing something. We're missing a key. We're just one bad injury away now from being in trouble. You know that type where I know McAllister's not far away. He's going to come back. But Matip, the centre half area, the full back area is a bit tight. Silic is out. And of course, Robertson's still out, is a bit weak. That's why they're talking about Fulham's, the American guy, the 26-year-old, and Tony Robinson. But I can't see Fulham selling him. I think he's there till 2028 anyway. I mean, they want big money, and Liverpool won't be looking at huge money buys in January. It's more of a summer thing, unless they can get him and he wants to come. And they were thinking about buying him in the summer, and they do like they did with Luis Diaz, and they just 2 years ago, and they just bring him in. Like they want, no other teams want them. I think Spurs wanted Diaz at the time. Liverpool pulled the trigger and went for it. Who knows? But I still think we need something, and it just gives the squad a boost, gives Klopp a boost, gives the fan base a boost in January, cold, wintry nights. A lot of games to come, and it's always nice to add one in the door, isn't it? Or two, maybe. Who knows? But a lot of stuff to talk about, guys. As I say, halfway point, 19 played, 12 wins, 6 draws, and only the one loss, and that one loss was Spurs away, 9 men. We all know what happened there. Luis Diaz knows what happened in that game. So, we're in a really good place. Could be better. We could be even worse. Bit of a Goldilocks type place, isn't it? Not too hot, not too cold, but haven't hit top form yet, and still top of the league. Arsenal with a game to play. Maybe they'll go top tomorrow. Maybe they won't. Who knows? But really good, and I'm happy. I'm confident for the next part, the next 6 months, 5-6 months to come. You have to be happy with where we are right now. I'm sure Klopp is happy. I'm sure he's over the moon. Probably slightly ahead of ourselves, slightly maybe 10-15% ahead of ourselves, where he would have even thought we would be. So yeah, absolutely. Get your thoughts in, guys. Hit the like, hit the share. Let's go. You watching any games tonight, Dave? I might watch the Everton City game. I think it's a 8:30 kickoff, is it? Everton are on good form at the moment, aren't they? They will give City a game tonight. There's no doubt about it. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a draw. Obviously, Everton, we'd want Everton to win there, wouldn't we? Not that we ever want Everton to win, but I mean, against City, just to keep City back there, 2 games at hand. We've had a lot of draws. The United-Arsenal game, 2 draws. Okay, we won last night, but we certainly should have won at least one of those games. Maybe you would say the United game. Could have won the Arsenal game as well, but look, it is what it is. We've got to move on. The points are on the board. Can't go back. No time traveling from Bob from 2082 here. So we got to go forward, just take what we have and see what happens. But it's going to be an interesting next 5-6 months, isn't it, guys? Absolutely exciting times to be a Red, as they say. But yeah, I'm going to probably watch the Everton City game tonight. That looks an interesting one, of course. But yeah, interesting. Good game last night, Villa United. I watched it in the pub as well. After the Burnley Liverpool game, and I mean, United were all over the shop, 2-0 down, came back, fair play to them, 3 really good goals, but still leaky at the back, aren't they? I mean, Villa be kicking themselves. Villa be absolutely kicking themselves. It's been a crazy season. It's been an absolutely crazy season, the Premier League this season, and I'm expecting the same second half of the season. Build up is on now on Amazon, says Mark. Amazon Prime, it's crazy, isn't it? The world's gone mad. The world is gone mad, baby. But yeah, look, I say I'm not going to stay on long. It's just a halfway points thought chat. 19 played. We played 38 league games. 19 are played. We're doing well. We've a good chance of a cup, a Wembley return. It won't be easy. Fulham home and away won't be easy. But I'm just saying we're favourites to get to a final there. So let's see what happens. But we'll see what happens there, but a really good chance of getting some silverware, and that gives you a boost. If you can win that in February, it gives you a boost then for the rest of the season. Takes a bit of a monkey off the back. Europa League finals in Dublin. That'll be like a home game if we can get there. That won't be easy either. I'm not taking it as a foregone conclusion. But just keep tipping away nicely. Add 1 or 2 in January. Hopefully get 1 or 2 players back too. The likes of Robertson, Matip, maybe even a Thiago, who knows, back. But we've had a few bonuses, I suppose. The first 19, you would say. Jarrell Kwanzaa's been an absolutely huge bonus to the club. Wataru Endo seamlessly fitting in nicely. Gravenberg, huge bonus there. McAllister, injury just when he was starting to play. Hopefully he's back maybe next week, maybe even back for the Arsenal Cup game. Who knows? Might even be back for the Newcastle game. You never know. But a lot of bonuses. Elliott seems to have come on as well in leaps and bounds. Van Dijk back to his best. Well, almost back to his best, I suppose. 8:15 kickoff for the City game. There you go. How was your Christmas day, says Mark? Nice. Very enjoyable Christmas day. Great Christmas day I had. Ham and turkey were afloat. Few beers. Really enjoyed it. Yesterday, went down to the local to watch the Burnley Liverpool game, my brother, and that was good too. Today, more of a relaxing day. As I say, I might watch the Everton game later, but I'm just doing little half-time thoughts for Liverpool. We're halfway there. 19 played, only one loss, and we all know the loss. We don't keep saying it. The Spurs away, 9 men. It's like they won the cup, and they ever since that, the Spurs more or less went downhill, didn't they? But it's been a crazy, crazy season. We're expecting more of the same chaotic season. But if Darwin Núñez, who got a great goal by the way last night, lovely little curler, if he can hit top form, even if he can get one every 2 games, if he can start going, chipping in with a few goals, I mean, we will have a really good chance. Another clean sheet, of course, for Alisson and Van Dijk. But I mean, that's the key for me. I think if Darwin starts scoring goals, it will be. Jota can stay fit. This type of thing. We're going to miss Salah for a few games. I think we miss for 3 or 4 games. And we miss, of course, Endo going to the Asia Cup. But if you can add one more little player in there and keep Diaz, keep, Hakpo's being a big bonus as well, hasn't he? Hakpo, lovely assist last night. Lovely assist layoff to Núñez. I mean, he's fitted in seamlessly too. Not much said about him. He's been quite good. We really need to be more clinical in front of the goal, says Mark Forrest. Exactly, Mark. That's what I said, yeah. Bit more clinical in front of the goal. More decision-making for me, the final ball. And we can have a lot more goals. And it just takes the pressure off the last 10, 15. When you're all over the team. All over the team. You're playing well. To be 1-0 up with 10, 15 to go when you should be 4 or 5 up. Squeaky bum, okay, we win the game at the end, but you've got to be clinical. Take the pressure off. Take the pressure off, and be more clinical in front of goal. That'd be my only gripe, I would say, halfway point analysis of Liverpool. That would be being a bit more clinical. Other than that, I can't really say much more. We've had a few injuries and we coped quite well. We've coped quite well. Only lost 1 league game. We've the least amount of league games lost, We're right up there, baby. We're right up there, baby. And a bit of shrewd business in January. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But clinical in front of goal, definitely. Darwin hitting a bit of form, definitely. Diaz getting back to a bit more. He's had a tough year, of course, with his dad being kidnapped and stuff like that. That bad injury. So he'll need time to get back into the groove. But interesting times ahead as a Liverpool fan. We cannot give out. I can see on Twitter and all this and Instagram and all these crazy lunatics giving out about it. I would have took your hand off. Took your hand off. 42 points on the board at Christmas time. League Cup semi, last 16. A game, with a game to spare in the Europa League. Took your hand off. And here we are. It's not perfect. I never said it was. It is not perfect. No, it absolutely is not perfect. But it is quite good. It's a B+. It's an 8 out of 10 for me. Can we be better? Yes, we can. Absolutely. So hit the like, hit the share, give us a sub, show us your love. Not far now. About 115, 120 subs away from 10k. Let's get there. Not far to go. Hopefully get there the next week or 2. But it's been a decent season so far, guys. Halfway point. Decent season. And as the school master would say, B+ from me, baby. A B+ for Liverpool from me. But it's not going to be a long chat here. Just literally, little chat. Say hello to you guys. Hopefully a lot more lives in the next few months incoming. A lot of personal stuff to sort out. Nearly there. But I will be live a lot more. Henry Ray Baker is in the house. Henry, hopefully you are well and you had a good Christmas. I'm glad we are top. Still only lost 1 game since Henry. Check out Henry Ray Baker channel on YouTube too, guys. Absolute legend. If you're Mark, we'll put it in there. Show some love with a sub. Henry in the house. But as I said, we've only lost 1 league game. Wow. 112 out of 19. Okay. 1 or 2 of those draws we probably should have won, but 1 or 2 of those games we won we probably should have drawn. So over the 38th season, it matches itself out. It evens itself out. There's Henry's channel in the link. Give a sub. Show your love. So guys, as I say, I'm not going to stay on too long. Just chatting about the Reds. As we say, halfway point, a B+ for me. An 8 out of 10 for me. Not the finished article by any means. By any means. But, I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. Goldilocks zone. Not too hot. Not too cold from the Reds. The Arsenal game is on at 8:15. Yes, tomorrow against West Ham. Derby game, you never know. I think the best, maybe West Ham can get out as a draw. A draw will stay top still because we're 2 points ahead of Arsenal. But I expect Arsenal to win, to be fair. I really do. I expect Arsenal to beat West Ham quite comfortably, maybe 3-0 or something. But I did say 2-0 to Liverpool yesterday, and I was right. Mystic Dave speaks again. But guys, as I say, not going to stay on too long. Hit the like, hit the share. You get me to 10k, you will get me there. Not far away now. But are you happy with the Reds? Would you give them a B plus? Would you give them an 8 out of 10? What would you give Liverpool? Halfway point out of 10. Put it in the link and I'll call them out. I'm giving them 8 out of 10, guys. But put it in the link and I shall call it out. But yeah, look. It is what it is. Got to get over to Liverpool soon too, guys. Got to get over soon. Craig Lennox in the house. Lennox, 3. He's giving them 3 out of 10, Craig. Come on. 3. Is that 3 out of 10 or D? Or the hi Dave? I don't know what you put in the comments there. Hi Dave, you never walk alone, Craig. Absolutely. Hit the like button. Let's get it up to double digits, baby. Hit that like, hit the share. Let's go. Craig, what would you give Liverpool out of 10? I'm going to give them 8 out of 10 for the season. Halfway point so far. Not perfect. As I said, I keep saying, absolutely not perfect. But not too shabby either. You know what I mean? Not too shabby either from the Reds. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Probably about 7. We've been robbed and had a few injuries, says Mark. Yep. The injuries are out of our hands, Mark, and we've been robbed by VAR and referees' decisions. And we know that Diaz won, of course, the only game we lost with 9 men. I mean, Spurs thought he won a trophy at that game, remember? And they've been poor since, haven't they? They won the odd game, but they went downhill. They have a lot of injuries too, to be fair to them. But January's a big window, I think. I think January's big for all clubs. Top 4, top 6, whatever, what you want to call it, is big. I think whoever wins the January window could have a big, big say in trophies. Could have a big, big say. I know, I think it's Newcastle being linked with Calvin Phillips. Liverpool being linked with Fulham fullback. Anthony Robinson. Let's see what happens there. I like him. 26-year-old American international. But Fulham, would he sell now? Don't know. Do not know. It's hard to buy in January, as we know. Still doing well, good. Jota back and hope. The rest of them, yeah, hopefully they're all back soon, my friend. But Matip's a long term, of course. ACL. Mightn't see Matip again. Who knows? Let's hope we do. Robertson, still no real word. You're looking at mid to late January. McAllister's not far away. Could even be back for the FA Cup game against Arsenal on the 7th of January. Jota was a huge surprise. Only trained twice. Was called in. I was only told 24 hours to get on the coach. Came on last 10, 15. You know what he did? Scores goals. Jota, the best finisher at the club. Most natural finisher at the club. I think he's better as an impact sub. I really do. Coming on last 15, 20. Always gives you something. The fox in the box. Jota has got a Lotta. Andy Robertson's a huge miss. Yes, Craig, huge miss. Let's hope he comes back to what we've missed. You know, big injury, long-term injury. Let's hope he's okay. Come Matip. Matip's a huge miss. But there we go. Liverpool have known this for a while now. Have they been working contingency plans? They knew the window was coming up in January. Will they dip in for a fullback or a centre-half or both? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I wouldn't hold me, I wouldn't go, yeah. But we've a lot of games still to come. So you would think we need at least one in, wouldn't you? You would think we need one in. FSG, if you're listening. John W. Henry, if you're listening. You know what to do. You know what to do. Not holding my breath by any means, but, you know, we shall see. Stefan Bjasetic, of course, would be nice to have back. Unsure how far. He's another bit away. He's only a young lad still growing. I mean, what a player he was last season. Bad injury though, wasn't it? He will not be rushed back. He's one for the future. The young Spanish international Stefan Bjasetic. No thoughts. Not even talking about missing him. You know what I mean? Hopefully he comes back and gives us a push. Maybe in February or end of January, he gives us a push then. Be like a new signing coming in. Stefan Bjasetic. Thiago too. Thiago Alcantara, the forgotten men. The whole squad not back. Like Kwanzaa is doing good, getting there. Endo will come well now. Yeah, well, Gerald Kwanzaa. I mean, he's been the 20-year-old Gerald Kwanzaa. He's been fit in seamlessly like a glove at centre-half. I mean, learning from Van Dijk, learning from Matip, learning from Kanate. It's beautiful for him. What a season for him. Breakthrough season, Kwanzaa. He is one for the future. He could save us millions. Him and Kanate, probably the future going forward for the next 10 years. Who knows? Who knows? Absolutely brilliant, Kwanzaa. Young player so far for me, stand out, Kwanzaa. Absolutely. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Just want to get McAllister back into the groove. I want McAllister back in. That's what I want. What do you make of not going for the Andre, but now going for someone else? Andre from Fluminense, of course. Yeah, that was a weird one. That Andre has been talked about for months and months, and Liverpool were talking and had him and this and that and the other. The Brazilian international, but looks like Fulham, I think, are interested in him now. But who knows? Maybe Liverpool will get him. I don't know. I don't know where he fits in, to be fair. I think we need a centre half or fullback more than an Andre. But you can never have enough, midfielders. You can play number 6, you can play number 8, but you can never have enough players. So we need quality. It's not quantity. We need quality. I'm sure Thiago is being held back for sale, says Mark. Maybe he'll end up in Saudi. Who knows? Yeah, Thiago is a big loss for me. I mean, injuries have killed him, haven't they? I mean, what a player. What a player. We missed most of his good, Will he ever be back to his best or even 80%? Who knows? Why do we constantly keep players that have such poor injury records? Says Henry. Don't know. Is it a training regime? Is it, the Klopp's regime pushing them too hard? Is it this? Is it that? Is it the medical staff or is it just the player? Is it bad luck? Don't know. I don't know. I think it's down to bad luck with Thiago. I really do. I think it's down to bad luck. Pure bad luck. Even if we can get him for the last 3-4 months of the season and he comes on and does a few cameos for us to have him on the bench, even to bolster that bench for the last 15-20 to close out games where you need someone to hold on to the ball, would be huge for me. If we could get that, that would be a blessing in disguise. Hit the like, hit the share. Let's get it to 10 likes, guys, on 9. Let's go. Hit that like button, baby. How about McAllister? Yeah, well, McAllister's not far away. I mean, as far as I know, I thought McAllister would have been available for this game, but he's not far. He's just not being rushed. He's just not being rushed back. Will he be in the squad for the New Year's Day Anfield visit of Newcastle, which is January the 1st, Monday, possibly, and then the Arsenal game away in the FA Cup the following Sunday? Who knows? Maybe. Be nice to have him on the bench, wouldn't it, guys? Be nice to have him on the bench. But look, if we can get players back, if we can get the likes of a Robertson back, if we can get a fullback in, or maybe even a centre-half in January, and keep Salah goes, Endo goes, who's going to fill in those gaps there? Who's going to fill in the gaps? They're missing for 3 or 4 games, big games. Endo's becoming pivotal now. After being slagged to ribbons, he's becoming a pivotal player, a starter straight away for Liverpool. I got a camera for the Xmas so I can now do shorts, says Henry. Yeah, shorts are brilliant, and I've always said it to Doug, Jack, Connor and Cop Council and all the guys, do a load of shorts. They're simple. They're 15 seconds or 60 seconds. Put a bit of a background behind you. Put in the proper hashtag. Put in the proper title. 15, 20 seconds talking about Liverpool or whatever you want. A short is huge. Gets you huge views. Gets you subs. It's just a good way, a short way of getting out there for YouTube channels. So shorts is a big thumbs up from me. Do them. Turns out Rodri injury was nothing, says Prez. More mind games from Man City. I think our team close to great. Miss Endo and Salah will be away, says Craig. Yeah, look, we will miss. Everybody will miss Salah. I mean, of course. Endo now we will miss too. But look, that's why you've got a squad. You've got to fill in. You've got to stand up, ready to rock. I want you to fill in for Endo, McAllister. Or McAllister to fill in for Endo. I'm sure Endo was filling in for McAllister. You know that type of way. And Jota, will he fill in for Salah? Who knows? I mean, that's the key. Who knows? No problem, Henry. As I say, do the shorts. Do one tonight. Do 2 or 3 a day. Just do them. They're simple. They're easy to get the point across. There's a 15-second one on the top corner of the circle. It makes it 60 seconds. You don't have to do the full 60. You can do 30 seconds. Post them. Get them up with hashtags. Rock and roll. There you go. Robertson is always going to be an issue with his shoulder injury, says Mark. Yeah. Unfortunately, shoulder, it's like a shoulder or a knee, that joint area, always hard to heal. Very, very hard to heal. Shoulder injuries take ages, don't they? Ligaments and stuff like that. But let's hope we need Robbo back. We need Robbo back. I blame Klopp for Costa's injury, not Saka. Whoa, says Henry. I'm not going to blame anybody for injuries. Injuries are injuries. I mean, people keep saying it. I mean, if you didn't play him, he wouldn't have been injured. If you don't play him, sure, you know what I mean? He could get injured. A lot of players get injured in training. A lot of players get injured out of bed. Remember Naby Keita? He used to get injured playing Monopoly. So come on, for sure. And we do our also Kwanzaa in back. We need Elliot and young players doing well. Look, Elliot's been brilliant. absolutely brilliant this season. Kwanzaa being out of this world for a 20-year-old. I keep saying it. 20-year-old. You know, Gravenberch is only young. What is he, 22? Unbelievable age profile. The age profile, Kanate, what, 21? Age profile is beautiful for Liverpool too. The last few windows, if we can bring in another young, I think 26-man Robinson of Fulham, but whether we bring him in, I don't know. I still think that's going to be a tough one to get over the line. Fulham are being decent. We played the double semi in the League Cup, of course, too, in January. But the age profile is huge as well, going forward, I would take away the technical areas. They were dumb ideas for football, says Henry. But look, guys, I'm not going to stay on long. We're on a half an hour. It's a halfway point. I'm going to give it a B+. I'm going to give it 8 out of 10 for Liverpool. On top by 2 points. Arsenal with the game in hand. Last 16 of the Europa League. With a game to spare, by the way. Final in my hometown, Dublin. So can't wait. Imagine we get to the final. Oh my God, it'll be over the world. There'll be a lot of stuff around Aviva Stadium for that one. League Cup semi, double semi against Fulham. And of course, FA Cup. Tough tie away at the Emirates against Arsenal in 2 weeks. But Liverpool, Monday at Anfield, New Year's Day. Can we start New Year's Day off with a win? Newcastle, geez, they got beaten yesterday. It was Forest 3-1. Wood. Forest's Wood cutting down Newcastle yesterday with a hat-trick. Ex-Newcastle player, of course, too. Newcastle all over the shop. I mean, Eddie Howe has to be in trouble there. But if we can beat them and beat them well, we've already beat them away. The double from Núñez. Remember the double? The double. Came on, scored a double. 2 of his best goals ever. Didn't quite kick on from there. Got a lovely goal against Burnley last night. But we need Darwin. We need Darwin Núñez to kick on now. We need Darwin Núñez to start scoring goals now. As I say, even a goal in every 2 games. 50%, goal in every 2 games. Let's go. Darwin, get the run of games. Let's go. And that would be absolutely huge for Liverpool if Darwin Núñez can go on a run of games with goals. We're going to have sin bins with real injury players from stop-starting, says Mark. Yeah, looks like it. Alan's in the house. Alan, how are you? Should we hold on to Salah? This might be the last chance to get a good price for him this season, says Alan. Alan, look, I have a feeling he might go in the summer to Saudi League. He'll only have a year. Is it 2026? He'll only have 2 years in his contract. They might offer 100 million for him. I don't think Liverpool will turn down 100 million with only a year or 2 in the contract. So I think the summer he could go. Who knows? Might sign an extension with Klopp. A double extension. Him and Salah. Now that would be a Christmas present, because I think Klopp, you've seen it in his interviews. You've seen it the way Klopp has been in the last, say, 3-4 months. Much more bright, much more positive, happy with the way the midfield is going at the moment. He's very happy. He might say, look, 2026, I'll give it another year, maybe even another 2 years. Who knows? Because he's so happy. It's a young team. Maybe take them on to another level. And Salah might look at it and go, I'm with you, baby. That's the summer. Nothing will happen in January at Salah. That'd be suicide. Nothing will happen. But in the summer, it's possible. It is possible. We need Fortress again at Anfield in the Cup. Go there for sure. Well, it is a fortress, really, isn't it? We've been unbelievable at Anfield. Okay, the last 2 games at Anfield were 2 draws. 1-1 against Arsenal and 0-0 against United. We played okay against United, just couldn't finish. Arsenal could have went either way. It's a good side, Arsenal. Could have won it too. So, a bit more luck on the day, a bit more being clinical, as I have already said. A bit more clinical. But our home form's been decent. It's just your away form and being clinical. I think that's the key. Darwin Núñez is the key for me, second half of the season. Have you seen all the hatred for any Anfield channel who says we should sell Salah to the Saudis? You can't say anything online anymore. You got to be careful on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. You say anything, lunatics are out there ready to chop you down, baby. No, I didn't see it, no. But I wouldn't sell him in January. No chance. No chance. Who are you going to replace him with? Even in the summer, who do you replace Salah with? Who do you replace 25+ goals with? Someone's going to guarantee you 20+ goals. There's not many out there, is there, guys? There's not many out there. I feel Salah's loyalty is to us, says Mark. Absolutely, my friend. What mark would you give VAR out of 10, says Alan. Mark out of Varsicle, VAR. Oh, the whole thing has been an absolute joke. We know what happened at Spurs, the only game we've lost in the league because of VAR. Even the 1 or 2 mistakes last night against Burnley. I mean, we could have drew that game. Imagine we would have drew that game. It's been poor, hasn't it? It's been poor. They got some calls right, but they should be getting them all right. That's the whole reason they're there. Poor. 5 out of 10 maybe, something like that. It's not VAR, it's human error. Yeah, it is human beings, yeah. Yeah, it is, exactly. Give the humans 5 out of 10 then. The VAR system itself is quite good, but it's the humans operating it. Isn't that basically what you're saying? Absolutely. Human error, human perspective. Everybody looks at things differently. Maybe that's it. But absolutely comical at times. Comical at times, guys. But I'm not going to stay on much longer, maybe another 5 minutes. So hit the like, hit the share. A lot more lives, a lot more interviews to come, load of shorts, close to 10K. What, about 150 away from 10K. Let's get to 10K in the next month or so. But yeah, huge second half of the season. Liverpool halfway there. 8 out of 10 for me. 8 out of 10. B plus. Could be better, but could be worse. I'm happy at the moment. Did you have a good Christmas? I had a good Christmas. New Year's Eve, what's your plans for New Year's Eve? A little bit of a party, a few go-easies. Hopefully enjoy with your family and loved ones. That's what it's all about. Liverpool don't play out New Year's Day. Newcastle at Anfield, then the big game, the FA Cup, the following weekend against Arsenal. So a bit of a break for the lads. Probably get a day or two off to rest with their families because they would have missed Christmas Day. So probably today, tomorrow off, back in Friday, who knows. But enjoyable. Some unbelievable games, being chaotic, absolutely chaotic season so far. I'm expecting much of the same next season. Yeah, Dave, love your awesome content, says Mark. Wow, there's another Christmas, belated Christmas present there, Mark. Thank you very much. As I say, I should be doing a lot more. I will be doing a lot more. A few personal issues to sort out. Nearly there. Look, I'm moving into my new apartment, hopefully in February. Let's hope that moves, and there'll be a lot more content then. So in between places at the moment, but I'm still here, still rocking and rolling, as they say. A lot more content, a lot more chat, 1 or 2 interviews in the pipeline, as they say. So hit the like, hit the share. I ain't going anywhere. That's it, guys. Stay safe. Enjoy. Talk soon. You'll never walk alone. The Reds halfway point. A B plus for me. An 8 out of 10 for me from the Reds. Enjoy it. Enjoy the New Year's festivities. Big year to look forward to. Enjoy it with your loved ones. Enjoy it with your friends. Your health is your wealth. You'll never walk alone. Reds on top for now. Arsenal play tomorrow. Who knows? But we're in a good place. We are in a good place. Cheers for popping in. Stay safe. 2024. Here we come. Cheers.